Hello coloring friends, welcome to Find in Color 100 Prompts, a weekly challenge where everyone color in adult coloring books for certain prompts, and usually we have 1 week for coloring. And today we'll see all the submitted illustrations for such interesting prompt llama. Not Buddhist llama, but llama animal. In my large collection of coloring books, I was able to find only 4 illustrations and only one of them in actual coloring book, 3 from PDF printed illustrations. So I kind of worried that you would not be able to find suitable pictures to color for this prompt, and I didn't expect as much illustrations for our previous prompts, and I was so much surprised to get so many illustrations. We almost reached 100 pictures, 98 illustrations with llamas I've got. I really didn't expect that much, and it was really interesting to see all different llamas and all those books where you were able to find these cute animals. Of course, there are a lot of pictures by Lulu Mayo, but not only from her Million Llamas book, some others as well. Kirby Razanas and his astronaut. Then we have Fabiana Tanazia from Mythographic series, Kanoka Iguza, surprisingly, Kelly O'Gorman, and another surprise, Bennett Klein. I have his Mythic Colorama sketchbook, coloring book, and I was surprised to see something as cute and pretty as llama in another of his books. There was some confusion, of course, because between llama and alpaca, I have to Google, and yes, these two animals, they're from same family, and if you see them separately, you can easily confuse them, especially if you are not into this theme. But if you see them together, then yeah, you can see difference. They are of different height. One is more furry, more soft fur, another one more hard fur. And actually on some illustration you will see llamas and alpaca together, and some illustrations I believe artists like making a mixture of llama and alpaca, so it actually doesn't matter because we could color all of them. And so there are a lot of very funny, cute llamas, and I was happy to see the variety of things that llama can do in coloring books. There's one very pretty mandala with llamas as well. So I really enjoyed seeing all these unexpected illustrations with llamas. Let me show what I have colored. I didn't feel that much inspired by Kirby illustrations, so I decided to color something more interesting. One of my printed illustrations, this is A.R. Fortier. It's a Sturrock Painted Symphony, Quechua, Peru. It's rather simple illustration and sketchy style. At some places I couldn't figure out what was that. So I tried to color in the same way, kind of sketching. I added a frame here to make the illustration look more complete. As you can see, there is a llama here. I believe this is llama because of height. Carrying some hay, I believe. This woman in colorful clothes, a man, all the scenery. So it looks rather pretty, I think. And I used markers and pencils here, nothing special, but it was quite enjoyable. And there's a llama. So that was my illustration, and now let's see all the other submitted illustrations, and I believe you will enjoy it because it's really pretty, beautiful, funny, cute. So let's go. So that was our gallery of works for the prompt llama. Thank you everyone who took their time to find illustrations with llamas and coloring them and sending for this challenge and making this final gallery so very interesting. Thank you. And now, of course, it's time to draw another prompt. As we can see, even those prompts that I have doubts about, that maybe there would be not a lot of illustrations to color, but it turns out that one by one we get quite a nice number of submitted illustrations, quite a nice slideshow, so I think I should stop worrying about my prompts. Okay, let's find out what we'll get this time. So friends, we've got prompt beetle, and I believe not of you are happy with this prompt, because I know many people, they don't like coloring insects, bugs, beetles. We have already colored dragonflies, ladybugs, and now it's turn to color beetles. Don't confuse them with bugs like a ladybug. Beetles are they're a little bit different. The first beetles that come into my mind are those from Hannah Carlson books. I believe she has full pages with different beetles, smaller, bigger, and Joanna Besford, I believe, as well. Other than that, I don't remember, so it's going to be interesting to look through some books. And hopefully I will find some very cute, interesting bugs, beetles to color. See you in a second. So friends, I'm back. I did choose some coloring books with beetles to color. I tried to choose illustrations with larger, more interesting looking beetles. Of course, I checked first of all Hannah Carlson books, but to my surprise there were not that many beetles. There were some very small ones, and only in this jewelry box I found more or less proper beetle like this one, and another one here. Turn out that most of her insects are like flies, ladybugs, butterflies, yeah, but no beetles actually. So maybe I confused her illustrations with Joanna Besford's, or maybe there are other beetles in her other books that I don't have. Joanna Besford, I checked World of Flowers book, because I remember that there's this beautiful double spread with beautiful beetles. As you can see, even beetles can look pretty. these beautiful flowery frames, and the beetles themselves are like with all these flowery patterns. I really like this double spread, and it's been for some time that I want to color this one, but of course a lot of flowers, double spread. Of course you can color only one, but I know myself then the other illustration would be put aside for unknown time. Then I checked Tomislav Tomic, Земля Основа. Again, very beautiful illustration, but again double spread. And we have some beetles here and one here. Very lovely illustrations with mushrooms and these gnomes here. Lovely. Another illustration is a very simple one. It's Coloring Heaven Ink House, illustrations by Rory Dobner. And this picture to be colored very quickly because all we have here some beetles, different sizes and shapes, and there's even another one. Not all here are beetles, but still there are. The only thing maybe to think of background here. Here it would take time, but the bugs themselves really quick coloring. Another one from Coloring Heaven, Creatures of the Night, illustrations by Sarah Richter, and we have quite unusual beetle here, Halloweenish type, as you can see, but interesting, yeah, and not that complicated. Would not take much time, I believe. And finally, an illustration from Mythographic Magical Earth by Joseph Kattenbank. I really like this one. I think this is my favorite of all that I have chosen. You see this beetle and the girl sitting on one of his horns. Not that many details here, but still you have to look carefully before starting coloring, because I believe this is a waterfall here, some greenery. Really love this one, interesting beetle. So as you can see, not that scary or disgusting looking beetles, are rather pretty ones. There are some in Melpomene book, but those are like more realistic beetles, so I didn't want that one. So I hope there will be no problem for you with finding beetles. I believe it would be easier than to find llamas, but who knows. We'll see in a week. So I'll be waiting for your illustrations, and that was all for today. See you next time. Bye.